So I just wanted to say a quick few words about the stabbing incident on Parnell Square and the fallout from that over the last few weeks. And just give a few thoughts about the absolute state of hack journalism in Ireland. There's a thing called Coulter's Law. Anyone that moves in the old dissident right circles will be well familiar with that. It's the length of time it takes for the ethnicity of a perpetrator in crime is directly proportional to whether it was a white person or not. And this certainly is no different in this case, with a few little extra refinements on it. In this case, what we have is a nominally right-wing news resource, Gript Media, has been taken sharply to task over misreporting the ethnicity of the alleged attacker in the Parnell Square incident, where 3 school children were stabbed and a teacher was stabbed, and one of the children is very desperately injured as a result of that. Now, in this case, a wonderful confusion has settled over everything. Gript Media, in trying to verify the story, was given verification from a legal contact, presumably a law enforcement contact. Now, this appears to have been incorrect, and now a wonderful muddiness has settled over everything. It reminded me of the Garda Sergeant Maurice McCabe story. So we know the Gardaí have a little bit of form for this sort of thing. Now, in that situation, a social worker that was taking a complaint or dealing with an allegation of child abuse involving Sergeant McCabe incorrectly cut and pasted a far different version of what she'd been told by the client who saw her, and in error submitted that to her chain of command to be passed on to the Gardaí. Now, it was established very early on that it was completely erroneous what the social worker had done, but the Gardaí really quite cynically and meanly let it stay in play long after the mistake had been identified and owned up to. And why would you do that? Well, it creates a wonderful muddiness of the waters. You can keep referring to the mistake, you can keep bringing it up. It keeps serious allegations against Garda McCabe, while not true, but can keep being repeated over and over again. And it's just a wonderful tool of a little bit of narrative control. No less here now. We have Gript Media, who appear, I may be completely wrong about this, were somewhat led up the garden path in terms of information they received and tried to verify. But all of that's irrelevant. Apparently their racist colours really showed through, and they've been caught out finally, for the scumbag racists that they are. And yet no clarity at all can be garnered here about what actually happened. Now, it's such a tired, trite and hackneyed point to make that if this had been a white Irish person perpetrator, we'd have their social media posts, their picture and their name up everywhere 24 hours a day. And this is what I mean when I refer to hack journalism, because what's going on here now is a deliberate attempt to obfuscate and then try and use this as currency to try and get the far-right bogeyman into the discourse, and all of which ensures that the things that people really care about in a story like this remain completely unexamined, and an additional layer of fear down on everyone that if we say anything about this, well, Sauron's eye will fall on you. Now, even my normie friends think that there should be some sort of a conversation regarding immigration policy. What occurred after it is, in my opinion, completely unacceptable. Scumbag behaviour by young lads. Not all of them inner city dubs, it has to be said, but that's just precisely the sort of behaviour that our circles would be furious about, and more rightly furious about, during the St. George of Kirby riots that went on for about 4 months in America. So anyway, that's what I mean with regards to hack journalism. Another element of it would be the Irish Times now is trying to take someone like Keith Woods, for example. Oh, did you know his name was really Keith O'Brien, by the way? Wow, what a shock. The new Stephen Yaxley Lennon. And, far right, blah, 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 blah. But no desire whatsoever to interact with any of the things Keith Woods has very articulately spoken about with regards to his politics. Nothing like that. Just smear. There's your bogeyman. No need to think about it. It's not good enough. And we should really, really say that to our fourth estate now, and give them the verbal spanking they deserve, because they're treating us like idiots. And that's just all there is to it. So anyway, thanks for listening.